It is the end of day 3, and what a day it is. This is this is one of the days I've been waiting for. Every year when I plant, when we first see the first seeds come up, it's one of the best feelings. One of my favorite times of the year. There's a saying that all the science in the world can't compare to the essence of a fly, or we could say the essence of a plant. And what that means is, no matter how much we as people try to plan and think we control everything, really, it just shows you that God is the one that provides for life. And it's really just a great opportunity and blessing to be part of it. So here we're going to see some plants growing, pretty cool stuff. All right, so just about everything is growing. We've got our iceberg lettuce in the coconut coir. We have the iceberg lettuce in the potting mix. We have green oak leaf. Cimarron is growing in sand. And I actually see a sprout there inside the clay pebbles. The prize head lettuce is growing in both the coco coir and the regular potting mix. Butter crunch coming up in the coco coir and the pebbles, and I don't see any yet. Could be that when we watered, some of the seeds went down because those are pretty large pebbles there. Okay, Little Gem is not up yet in either. Arugula is doing very well. It's growing in sand and in the regular potting soil. Spinach I know takes a longer time to grow than lettuce. That's not up yet. Paris Island is sprouting in coco coir and the clay pebbles. That's cool, seeing them grow in the pebbles. Red oak leaf lettuce is growing in both the regular potting soil and the coco coir. A lot of them are coming up. And the bib lettuce growing in both our regular potting mix and in sand. So out of all of our plantings, most of them came up. There's only maybe 3 or 4 that may need a few more days. But overall, that's really great to see. It's like one of my favorite times of the year to see the plants coming up for the first time. It's day 3 on our herb garden. I don't see anything coming up yet. But it's still early for the herbs. They take a little bit longer than some of the lettuce varieties. And they are further down inside of the growing medium. So I'm not surprised if none of them come up within the first week. But that's okay. We've got a lot of other things growing, and we will check on these each day. It's day 3 here on the Microgreens and Sprouts. We decided to take 3 of the varieties and put them back in the mason jars and do them as sprouts. And the reason is, as I did a little more research, they were more edible as sprouts. So let's go with that. Here are chickpeas. And if you can see inside there, we are getting a couple of more sprouts. And when I taste one of these with, this has about a centimeter sprout on it. It's still not sweet yet. It's still got that little bit of a raw pea taste to it. Not as bad as the day before, but still not to my liking. So I'm going to let them sit another day or two and see how they are. So one of the things I want to mention when you're doing microgreens or bean sprouts, and some of these I've never tried before. So what I would suggest if you're trying something new and you've never had them before, that if you do taste them, do it in very, very small quantities first. Like these, I'm tasting one pea or one bean at a time, just to get familiar with the taste of it. And if it doesn't taste right to me, I'm not going to eat a lot of it. So if it's got a raw kind of taste or I just don't like it, I'm not going to eat a lot, because why risk having it upset your stomach a little bit? So trust your taste and your stomach for that. Now, if you like something and you like it tasting the seed, then I would just do a little bit. Maybe put a few in your salad, like I'm going to do a little bit later today. Do that. See if you like it. See if there's any adverse reaction. You know, if it tastes good, that's a good sign. If it's sweet, that's a good sign. And just inch your way up and do one at a time. I think that's important. I would say don't grow 10 different varieties and then eat all 10 at once, because then if you have any kind of a allergic reaction or something, you won't know what it is. And if I cook something with it or I put it in a salad, I'll try to do one at a time until I get familiar with it and I know that my stomach is fine with it. And then later on, for the ones I like, I can start mixing them. The moral of the story is just be safe, be sensible, taste a little bit at a time. And the ones you like, you can always grow them again, because it only takes a few days to a couple of weeks to grow sprouts and microgreens. So you don't have to wait a long time to regrow them. Okay, microgreens, day 3, end of day 3. So they got a good almost day and a half growth since last time we checked. So the peas are growing very well. We've got some long sprouts. Now this is very interesting, kind of cool, because now you can start seeing underneath the tray. Let me pull one out here, see if you can see that. Yeah, I see all those little root hairs underneath. So that means we can start watering under the tray so that the roots have some water they can soak up. I'm going to spray just a little bit on top while I'm watering underneath. Now, when I do water, if your trays are perfectly flat and you have a perfectly flat table, you can add water in here and then set the tray in it until the roots are touching the water. Now in mine, when I put these in a dishwasher, the heat warped them a little bit, so you can see the water doesn't sit exactly perfectly. So what I will do is a couple of times a day, I will give them some water underneath, and I'll just swish it around to make sure all the roots get some water. Because at this point, some of the roots may not be all the way down to the bottom. Some are just starting. So what I will do is I'll just give a little bit of spray on top and the water on the bottom for another day or two, see how they're doing. And then hopefully we can just water from the bottom. Okay, so the peas are definitely getting some longer sprouts. That's good. Yeah, look at the wheat. It is definitely growing vertically now. So that is really exciting to see. Yeah, I want to see the roots under here too. It must be getting some pretty good roots. Yeah, look at those roots. Look at that. That is pretty cool. You can see the one side of the plastic tray and this side definitely got roots. They're picking up the water. They definitely shot up straight after I got that water in the bottom. So with the wheat, we are trying two different things. One is we're going to do as sprouts in the jar, and these we're going to let grow up like grass. Now, with wheat grass, you have to be careful not to eat too much at once. It's good to put in juicers, but even then they say to start small with how much you drink. So I'm just going to be careful with that. Do a little bit at a time. See if my stomach likes it or not. And, you know, if I have any kind of an upset stomach, I just won't do that. But really exciting to see them growing up. Pretty cool. Okay, mung beans. Yeah, these are definitely all sprouting. I don't see any vertical yet, but I'm just going to take a couple out here. Yeah, they have, trying to think of the taste here. Yeah, kind of like a green bean taste to them. Like a raw green bean. But in this case, I'm going to let them grow. We want these to grow vertically because if we can get them 4 or 5 inches tall, then we can cut them and cook them like noodles in soup. So we definitely got a lot of germination here, a lot of sprouts, but they're not yet growing vertically. But that's okay. We're going to just keep trying. And let's look at the roots underneath. Wow, look at those roots. There's a lot of roots going down. So this one definitely has the most roots going down. So hopefully we'll see them shooting up pretty soon here. And here we have our sunflower seeds. Now they were just sprouting yesterday, and now today the sprouts are getting bigger. I can definitely see them splitting apart. Let's take a look at their root system here. There are some roots. You can see some roots down there starting to pop up. Not a ton yet, so we'll keep an eye on that. Keep them with some water. And so, yeah, really exciting for day 3. There's a lot of growth happening. You know, everything is growing. In just 3 days, I'm pretty amazed at how much, how quickly things can grow. So if you've never planted anything from seed, I definitely suggest trying it out. Even if all you did was to try one of these double cups, and all you had to do was put some soil in it, drop a few seeds in there, let it grow, and just you know, be amazed at God's creation and how He provides for us in so many different ways. You know, even just one lettuce plant, when it grows to its full maturity and has seeds, it can drop thousands and thousands of seeds, enough to fill many households from one single plant. All right, this is our first edible microgreens of the season. So I don't have lettuce yet, so I had to buy some. So hopefully in about a month or 2 from now, we'll have plenty of lettuce to, but for now, it's really a good feeling to grow our own sprouts, our own microgreens, and be able to supplement them into our existing dishes. And so right here I've got some of the wheat sprouts, and I'm just going to taste some. It's really bringing a nice spring, fresh spring flavor, taste to the dish. Yeah, I think I really like those, the wheat, because they've got a little bit of a sweetness to them, a little bit like snow peas, and we also have like that, a little bit of that nutty crunch because, you know, the seed is still there. Yeah, so you get a nice little aftertaste with it too. Remember, everyone's personal taste is different, so something I like, you may not like at all. Something you like, I may not like at all. So don't go by what I say I like. Just try them out. But I definitely do like this one. And I'll be doing these some more. I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank everybody for watching. And if you like our content, please subscribe because that helps us grow. If you'd like to get regular updates, please click on the bell. And give a thumbs up if you like us so that you can let everyone else know.
Psalm 4. For the leader, with stringed instruments, a psalm of David. Answer me when I call, my saving God. When troubles hem me in, set me free. Take pity on me, hear my prayer. How long, O people, will you be hard of heart? Why do you love what is worthless, chase after lies? Selah. Know that the Lord works wonders for his faithful one. The Lord hears when I call out to him. Tremble and sin no more. Weep bitterly within your hearts. Wail upon your beds. Offer fitting sacrifices and trust in the Lord. Many say, "May we see better times." Lord, show us the light of your face. Selah. But you have given my heart more joy than they have when grain and wine abound. In peace, I will lie down and fall asleep. For you alone, Lord, make me secure.